Hello and welcome back to Axis and Allies in 2023. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and straight on into the Allies campaign. They recommend playing the Allies campaign before the Axis campaign, but I'm just gonna go top to bottom, so in that order. So we're gonna go ahead and do the Allies campaign first. Um, I'll go through both of them, of course, and this is gonna be fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the first video. Please feel free to comment and tell me what you'd like to see or how you're enjoying it, and if you'd like to see more. If you don't want to see more, then I really don't have to record this series, but I thought it'd be interesting. But we're gonna go shoot straight on into the intro cinematic for the Allies campaign. The cinematic made in 2004-ish. Back in the day, I used to think this cutscene was really cool. I still think it's relatively cool. I don't know what he's saying there. Do not speak German, unfortunately. I'm working on it slowly. These graphics. So good. Pretty good for their time, honestly. Alright, and that's that intro cutscene. Hopefully that wasn't like a jarring transition back into the music. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and shoot straight on into the first mission. Alright, the intro to the mission is, the title is called Battle of I think Alamein, I believe. Could be butchering that. Alright, and it says, the Desert Fox, Erwin Rommel, has rolled through North Africa leading his Africa Corps, forcing the British army in Egypt to their last defensive line before Cairo and the vital Suez Canal. Through a valiant defense, the British have stopped Rommel's advance, buying time for a counterattack that may change the momentum of the North African theater. But the Desert Fox, ever cagey, has prepared a devastating minefield in advance of the British forces, daunting them and their attempt to avert the unstoppable flood of German forces. Alright, so we're going to be playing as the British, going into the Germans in Northern Africa.
Good afternoon, chaps. This is no time for chit-chat, so listen carefully. Our first efforts at dislodging Rommel and his Africa Corps have failed. He's mined the whole desert. Nevertheless, the order to push him away from El Alamein comes from the very top, so we're to see that it's done, no matter the cost. Good luck.
I love that accent. I don't know if it's faked or like actually this accent, but it's pretty good. Alright, so it actually starts up with some stuff that we're already going for. So we have like a little town here, El Alamein, and we can check our objectives to see where we're going for. So we're going for destroying Rommel's core HQ. We have that as the objective 1 here. And then we also have the second and third objectives to help if they're optional, but if we complete them, we get bonus like resources and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and go for an armor division HQ so we can have some tanks. We already have a mechanized division HQ, and we have an infantry HQ, so we could go ahead and pump out some guys from there if we wanted to. But I'm just going to wait for the armor HQ to go, and I'm going to go ahead and extend our supply depot range. So I'll shoot that right over there, and then it's like the armor division HQ is ready to go, so we'll go ahead and set them up somewhere around here. And then I'm going to move this supply depot truck over there to be ready for when we advance forward. Go ahead and shoot these guys right over here to get them prepared for when we attack. We're going to go ahead and check out this third objective first, and then move on up the coast for the bunkers. All right. Okay, and then ooh, looks like we actually have a tank in this the M5A1 Stuart in the mechanized infantry regiment, which we can pump out from here if we'd like. Costs a little bit extra, and their upkeep, of course. Speaking of upkeep, I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively get a couple of these ammo and oil depot trucks. And then I need a motor pool for the tanks. I completely forgot about that for a minute. So we are a little bit low on economy right now, but we are advancing. Get those guys a little bit closer. Get these trucks set up. Buildings going. Set that right over there, and then we got the motor pool. Go ahead and set up right above. I'm used to playing this game with not talking, so bear with me through the quiet bits. I'm also an introvert, so that probably lends a bit to that as well. And now the motor pool is about set up. There we go. Now we can start pumping out some tank regiments. I could go for smaller ones, but I'm just kind of going to go for the best troops possible here at the beginning. I don't really have the money for it, but I could do some mechanized infantry regiments just to get things going. But I don't think it's extremely necessary. You also have your hotkeys, so these you see on the bottom right where it says deploy opens the deployment menu. The D is the hotkey for that. So if I press D, it goes straight under there, and then you have all the hotkeys. This is T. It's the highlighted yellow, or is that green? Slightly colorblind, sorry. Alright, so we'll go ahead and send this tank regiment as it's spawning. Even if it's moving, it'll still, as long as it's in the supply zone, the border, it'll still spawn the units that are in the regiment. So it's still going, and it's almost to full power. Alright, and then they're all there. So we already have 100 gold, or money. I'm gonna go ahead and, let's see, mechanized, I think this upgrade is, this upgrade is only for the mechanized. So I'm gonna go for the tanks maximum speed upgrade at the beginning. We can go ahead and start attacking these guys over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and send these guys off. Then really quickly, see if I can do anything over here. Grab that real fast, and there they are, they're attacking. Also, there is an option for damage numbers. Feel free if you to let me know in the comments whether you guys want these on or off. It is pretty cool to know what they are. So there we go, we got those off. I'm gonna actually send these guys over here to resupply. A little bit low on morale. And then these guys I'm gonna keep having go for a bit longer. These are mortar infantry, and they are actually they are entrenched, so they have a lot of resistances. And a bunch of other things as well. So they actually don't do my guys actually don't do a whole lot of damage to them, but eventually we'll cut through them. Infantry regiments would probably fare pretty well against them. Let's see, what else do we need? Engineer brigade? No, I don't think so. Go ahead and grab the increased money production. It's always helpful. These guys are about out of morale, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and send them off and then have these guys move right back in, since they are back to full power. Yeah, the damage numbers are interesting. I wish I could kind of just like see all the units' health all at the same time, but you can't really do that. You can only choose one regiment, or you can have like all your regiments selected, or all the enemy regiments selected. It's just one side or the other, basically. These guys are back to full power, so let's send them right back in. Just gonna have these guys just go here. Get these guys.
Come to attention, lads.
Should be ready to retreat with these guys any minute now. We're getting low on their morale. Doing some good work though. Alright, yeah, we'll go ahead and move them out now. Alright.
Here we will stand and fight.
I'm gonna try to go ahead and get this next tank regiment out. Just need a little bit more money. Might need to make another ammo depot truck pretty soon here, looks like. Get that guy out. Alright, that guy's in the queue. Go ahead and send these guys back over here. And then we'll send these guys right back in. We should be able to about at least kill one of the regiments that are theirs, or we can capture this thing. But I think we have to clear them all out before we can capture them.
Come to attention, lads.
Yep, go ahead and attack these guys. Looks like my medium tank regiment is back. Is all ready, so we'll just send them over this direction. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get another ammo depot truck ready. You could only have a certain amount of buildings in your game, basically. Unfortunately, which would be really nice if it was infinite, but makes sense to be somewhat balanced. Go ahead and send them on these guys, and then you can only have a certain amount of regiments. But if you make more division HQs, then you will have more space for more regiments. These guys are all set to go. Just two more guys, and then they'll be gone. And just the mortar guys also, so they can't attack very often. Alright, nice. And then that should be able to get us that. I'm gonna send these guys right back over here so they can resupply. And then set that ammo depot truck up over here. And then see if I can find those guys that retreated. See if I can take them out. There we go. And it is the mortar guys again, so should not be too difficult. They also aren't entrenched anymore, so much more damage. Alright, there we go, perfect. That's the Italian reserve defeated, actually. So that's one of those secondary objectives completed. Go ahead and get these guys in the supply zone, and then we'll start attacking the what are these? Artillery batteries. I'm not gonna set this up just. Actually, you know what? I will. I'll set it up here, and we can unpack it, and we can pack it back up if we need to. All right, so I can go ahead and get my third tank regiment, which is gonna be pretty nice. And then after that, we should be able to go ahead and get like either infantry or finish off the mechanized regiments. Go ahead and send these guys off to the artillery batteries.
Come to attention, lads. Over the top, lads.
Okay. Third regiment's out. Go ahead and send them here. Alright, we actually already got the artillery battery, so let's send them on to the next one. Alright, that's the second one. Oop, a little bit of lag spike there. Go ahead and send them on to the next one. We can go ahead and send this guy with them. And these guys are also ready, so we'll go ahead and send them off. Actually gonna go ahead and select all the units here, and then put them in a slot number 1. You can actually group them together, and then we can send these guys straight off. And the 1 just signifies what it is, so I can press the hotkey 1, and oh, a little bit of visual glitch there. Oh no, it crashed. Oh, this is what I hated to happen. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video there and see if I can recover where we were.